Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Santa's Workshop. Just got through with Santa, so I thought y'all would see the hair in action for this intro. But on today's video, we are going to get this cut apart, and hopefully sometime Monday I can go and get me some new steel and we can get this thing remade to where it'll actually work. So let's get busy with that and we'll get some action going. Okay, that was a lengthy little time lapse, but I got all my parts cut apart from that deal. Of course, you know, this is the risers for the exhaust. Left hand, right hand, center. And I've got my stick of metal out here in the pickup. Right there it is. Can't really focus out that window. It's dirty. But I went and stuck my tubes on here. Now you have to remember the exhaust is not tightened up. So, and I'm going to be putting a different kind of connector on this so I can actually move the pops around a little. I just want to kind of get an idea of where they're going to end up landing. So I can, and of course, you know, I got to measure everything out, find the center point for the transmission, get it centered up, find exactly how high that transmission needs to be, and get the jack down to where it goes. And then I can start laying everything out for this new crossmember. But I have run out of time. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving, which I want to do a little bit more. I might get it measured out tomorrow evening and then get this video done up so y'all can have it for Friday. But I had to take one of my pets to the vet yesterday. That was a all afternoon ordeal. Monday ended up having to run and do a bunch of errands. Still didn't get everything done, but once Santa's over, I want to have more time to do a whole lot. We've got heat in the shop now, so I'll be able to fire it up, get out here and work. It won't hold me back the way it has in years past. So I brought my drive line in, make sure it was going to fit since that cross member didn't. And it's going to. Fits in there perfect. So I got to get it cleaned up, get the new U-joints in, and get it all ready to go. Oh, lots of nitpicking stuff, but by golly, it's going to come together. I can't wait. So, we'll see what we can get done tomorrow afternoon after we get back from that big old feed. And I hope you all have a good Thanksgiving. We'll see y'all in a minute. Well, I didn't realize how long it had been since I had done a video, and I want to apologize to everybody that I have let it go for this long. I do not know exactly what that crud is that's going around, but I hope I don't catch it again. Oh God, that was horrible. But anyways, what we are going to do now is I have got to get the frame leveled up. And what I want to do is I want to adjust my coilovers back here and get it up. Once I get the frame level, I can get the pitch to the engine correct. It needs to be at a 7-degree pitch, or where the carburetor sits needs to be level. So first thing I'm going to do is get the frame level. That way I can get that level. And when we get the body back on it, get the weight on the suspension, we can adjust everything out. But that is what we're going to do now. Then once I get that level, I can get the transmission centered up in between the frame rails, get the, I need to get the headers. I've got to do a little bit of adjustment on that header. So yeah, this is going to be a pretty extensive little video, but I think it's going to be a good one, because when I get done, we're going to have a cross member in there. So let's get busy. Okay, I'm going to get you down here. I am on the bubble for the frame. Now then, the engine has to be at a 7-degree pitch, or this intake needs to be level. And if you can see, we're quite a bit off from being level. So let's jack this up till we get a level bulb on that. It hadn't even started to go into that sight glass yet. Oh, there it goes. Another jack, I think. A little bit more. One more. Whew, there we go. That's in bubble now. Okay. Now I'm going to get the jack stand set up back underneath here to where this is level. Then we can start looking at our headers and seeing exactly what we're going to have to do with that. But that looks a whole lot better. I didn't realize that transmission stuck that far up in there, but I think it does. Yeah, it looks right along par with the rear end. Okay, well, I want to see if I can get this thing stand put underneath the tranny. Okay. And I got it. It's just almost perfect. I'm just going to say that's close enough. All right. Now then, I need to get the gaskets on these headers, so they're going to hang where they're supposed to. I need to get over here and check this one. I've got to bend a brake line out of the way, and it was banging on the well, I think once I bend that brake line out of the way, we're going to be okay. So let me get on this and we'll see what we got. Okay. I'm having a little bit of the problem. Well, you can see right there. Come on, get in focus. There you go. That's where the header is tapping. And it is barely touching. I marked it the best I could, but you can really see, you can see on there where it's been touching. So what I want to do is I want to get me a pipe and a hammer, and I want to give that a whop. Hopefully I can recess that without it making it look like it's been beat to heck. Wish me luck. All right, I took this, sanded it smooth, so hopefully we won't have no issues out of it. I'm going to angle this right where that pipe is. Wow, that stainless is some heavy stuff. Come on here. Give me a little penetration on this thing. Let's see if I can find a heavier hammer. Tell you what, this stainless is some stout stuff. I don't want to get the torch out because that would really discolor. But it doesn't even look like I put a little bit of dent in it, but not much. Probably need something a little more steady than this barrel to hold it. Look at the marks it's putting on my pipe. Okay. I want to stick that on there, see how it looks. All right, we're going to have to go to a little bit of flame. Okay. I'm gonna let that cool down. Check our gap. And I'll polish it back out. Got me a good recess on it there. Let's see what it looks like. Okay. I got the pipes leveled out, measured out. They're in there nice and straight. Now, I can start putting together a daggum cross member. Oh man, that one header really fought me. I'm gonna have to do a little more adjusting on it. You can see the discoloration right there. There's just a barely gap, and the lower pipe was touching as well, and it's still barely tapping it. So I want to get this cross member built, pull that header back off, and redo it. Now I was going to go ahead and weld the collars onto the ends of the headers, but I think I'm going to wait until I get it under the car, because these floorboards drop down quite a bit. I may have to do a little bit of finagling to see exactly how this exhaust is going to go up under here. Once I get past those floorboards, I want to have open area pretty much till we get back here around the tank. Then I got to route them around it. So that's going to be an under vehicle excursion. So I may just leave the headers bolted up like they are, because I'm still not sure if it's going to clear the AC box or not. So that's something else I'm going to have to see. But those should be fairly easy to get in and out without the fenders on, so we'll just go from there. But let's start putting together a cross member. Well, alrighty, got that piece on here. You can see how that looks. Boy, those pipes lined up real nice underneath that. Hope I don't have to reroute those any when I actually get under the car, but I think that's going to be really good. This side here looks a little higher, but not much. But anyways, I've got my brackets for down there. What do I do with those? Here's one. right here. This is for the other side. Is that right? Yeah, I think this is for that side right there. I want to turn it just a little bit since it's slotted. And this other side here, I did something with it before I went to Paul's Alley. Okay, it's around here somewhere. I'll find it in a minute. But what I want to do is when I get these set on, I'm going to go ahead and weld the nuts to the top side. That way you're not having to fumble with a backup wrench if you ever have to take it out. So that'll be a lot more solid and custom made for this vehicle. So I think that'll be nice. Okay, well, I'm going to get ready to get to going on the rest of this. Finally. Guess who shows up when the work's done?
What do you mean when the work's done? That's ridiculous. I've been working since I got here today, 2 hours ago.
That's true, that's true.
Got some cleanup done. That's what I did.
And I've been playing.
I don't know if that's called playing, but you was working hard.
Well, that's what we finally got in. It's actually holding everything up.
Beautiful.
It looks a lot better, doesn't it? Much, much better. Now then, Delbert, guess what we're going to do?
We're going to put it underneath the chassis.
We're going to roll this thing under the chassis.
Yeah.
Or no, we're going to roll the chassis under the body.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're doing it the other way around. That's going to be hard to roll.
We're getting old.
My truck's in the way.
No, your truck's fine.
We can get it in there.
Yeah.
Trust me.
We have the technology.
I did it with the door down last time.
Just moved everything out of the way.
No, you're good. No, we just got to move some bicycles and stuff like that.
Yep. Sandblaster.
Well, let's get things cleaned up, and then we're going to roll this thing under the body. It's not going to go on yet. I've still got some things to do to the transmission, but it's getting very, very close.
Finally.
Oh, you just shut up over there. That looks pretty, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks really good. Getting close.
But, as always, we got more problems, don't we?
We got to go down another inch, roughly.
Inch,
And then we'll be on the body.
Inch to 2
mounts.
inches.
Yeah.
But, I ain't got that kind of
clearance over there.
Clearance with the heater box. So, what I'm going to do is, while I'm here, I'm going to take measurements. I'm going to lift this thing back in the air, cover the frame, and I'm going to trim a heater box to fit.
Trim to fit, paint to match.
Trim to fit, paint to match. You got it. Yeah, I want to insert this after me and Delbert was checking the headers to see if they was going to clear. They are not. And I got to looking at my box, and I really don't want to cut my box. And I was upstairs, and I realized I had another set of headers that I'd bought a couple of years ago. This one here, this is the driver's side. This was like half an inch from the firewall. I'm sure it would be fine, but still, those aren't going to work. But I do have a set of Hooker ceramic coated headers. I need to clean them up. This is one tube that I cleaned. So I just need to go through the other ones, get them all cleaned up. But I'm going to have to knock it in right here and right here. Same on both of them, on both sides. I'll show you what's hitting on it. This little piece right here. That right there is just touching the headers. And it would make an awful rattling sound if I kept it in there. But I want to get those headers cleaned up, and I want to show you what someone did with this. I'm sure that it was on a race car, so they didn't matter. Look at this awful mess. But what I'm going to do is this right here. I haven't got that one attached yet, but I also have to put in my O2 sensor in this one for the throttle body injection. But I'll get those cleaned up. We'll get those mounted on. That'll be in the next video. Plus, I still have to get those done. I need to get my transmission cooler lines on. I need to get my kickdown cable that I just got yesterday. Get that installed. Get my dipstick tube in. All this stuff, get the headers on. That way we will be able to set this body down and I don't have to fight with all that. And I also have a torque converter lock-in that I need to put on as well while I've got it sitting here. So we'll do all that in the next video, and hopefully get a body set on a frame. And once that body's set on, I'm going to get the radiator done, I'm going to get the front brackets done, get all the accessories on, and my gosh, we're getting ready for a start party. That sounds so good. It's going to come together pretty quick here. And once I get this thing running, I want to get on the dash and interior, the body work. I mean, look at that body on this thing. There is one dent right above the wheel well on this side. Oh, there's one right there in front too. I want to try and metal work as much of it out as I can, keep as little body putty out of it as possible. Oh, I cannot wait to get this thing on the ground and running. Okay, I just wanted to come in and kind of give you a once-over of where we're at. I'm going to try to get as much done as I can before I set this body on, just because it makes it so much easier. And I won't have to get my heaters over here because this next week it's going to get cold again. Yay! And okay, we're going to get back to it. Still have to put a transmission dipstick in, detent cable, all that stuff. But we're going to be setting this thing down on here real flipping quick.
Just as long as it takes you to get that done.
Get that done, get those other things done. The wheels in the wheel well look good. Yeah, this frame needs to come over to the passenger side about an inch, looks like.
This way?
Yeah. I dropped one of the dills in the hole, so. Oh, don't try to mess with it. We got a wheel in the hole right now. But that still ain't going to mess with what we got up there.
No. No, it's pretty close. Really close.
All right.
I think you're a lot closer than you think back here.
Oh, that's going to be nice. That's going to be nice. All right, Delbert.
I don't know. I think you're a lot closer than you believe you are.
Well, we'll find out when we go to actually put it under there.
Come from the guy that's half blind. I'm going to throw that in there just in case.
Half blind and a little shorter than me.
Yeah, just a lot shorter than me. A little. Man.
Well, thank you for coming down and helping me do this, Delbert.
Yeah, we got a lot more to do before we're done today, but...
Yeah, but that's going to end it with this video.
But look, you got room to put something else in.
Woo, empty space.
We got to fill it.
We got to fill it quick before Brian puts a tea bucket there. Or put your tea bucket on the other side. Oh, mercy.
We're having way too much fun on a Sunday.
Oh, yes, we are. Well, okay. The 23-year anniversary of me rolling a semi-load of propane. And I'm still here kicking to tell about it.
Exactly.
It's a good day to live.
And it's almost close to the 1-year anniversary of my last car accident.
Oh.
February 9th.
That was too close.
Yeah, that was too close. But again, we're both still here kicking. So.
There you go. Well, thank you, everybody, for joining me on this. More to come, a whole lot quicker. Sorry I've been gone for 2 months, but by golly, we're back. We'll talk to you soon. See you
with
next
a
time.
vengeance.
With a vengeance. We'll see you next time on Santa's Workshop.